is a special day today. It is International Women's Day, with the theme being Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. And, you know, we went through who should we get on the show, and I met this lady. Well, we spoke quite a lot at Camden Christmas, and I thought, let's get her on. I thought she was really inspiring. So we have Mayor of Camden, Ashleigh Cagney, live in the studio. Welcome, Ashleigh.
Hello, good morning.
And honestly mean that. We had a little chitty chat when I was hosting Camden Christmas, and honestly, you're a powerhouse, man. Like, I had no idea. You're the Mayor of Camden. You've got 4 kids.
Yep.
And the husband. That makes it 5.
That makes it 5.
You got a background in law. You're on several boards. How do you do it? I raised one. I don't know how you find the time. How do you do it?
Listen, I think you've got to get super creative with your time, you know. For me, it makes it super easy loving what I do. So getting up in the morning is quite easy. But yeah, you definitely have to get creative. And I think too that when you love doing what you're doing, I think it's super easy, right? But I've got a massive support system around me. Beautiful family, beautiful friends that are always willing to chip in and give me a helping hand. So that certainly makes a difference too.
That absolutely does. I mean, if you've got the people around you, it certainly takes a load off, doesn't it?
Definitely.
But saying it's easy, God, I don't think it's easy. Oh, jeez, I wake up at 3:30. I don't think that's easy at all. So obviously you are a high achiever. You've achieved a lot in your life already. What have you had to sacrifice along the way, do you feel, if anything?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't feel like I've sacrificed too much, which is, you know, pretty good. But there are definitely times, like in my daily life, for example, where I might have a function on for council that I need to attend, and I might have one of my kiddos saying to me, "Mum, I've got this soccer game and I really want you to be there." So there are some occasions where I'll need to sit down and go, right, you know, what is it that I need to do? Where do my priorities need to lie? And so sometimes the mum guilt does creep in every now and then, but where I can put my kids first, I always do. So, but yeah, in that sort of sense, I suppose there are some sacrifices along the way.
I mean, you try and juggle as much as you can, don't you? I was a single mum, so you know, you try and incorporate as much of those 2 lives as you can. I mean, you've got your daughter here today.
I do. Yeah.
She's outside waiting. What's her name?
Her name is Ally Rose, and she's 3. She's my youngest. So I've got the 3 boys, and Island was certainly the last Cagney child to join us. But yeah, I mean, things like that, for example, just being able to look at ways to squeeze in a bit of mum and daughter time or kiddo time and still get the job done, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And as I mentioned before, the theme of International Women's Day is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. So being in a position of leadership that's traditionally is male represented, let's be honest, what challenges have you faced?
I mean, it's not always easy. Probably the most obvious thing is that I don't have a wife at home where I can rely on someone to be there to do the meals and make sure that all the uniforms are clean and ironed and things like that. And my husband's brilliant and he chips in, but he's working hard too to make sure that we're financially taken care of. And so sometimes I can see some of my male colleagues where, you know, they've got a wife at home and they can just do what they need to do. It's a slightly more flexible lifestyle with having someone always there as the default parent to take care of the kiddos. But that's my role as the default parent. So sometimes it could be a little bit tricky in that sense. But yeah, I could certainly do with a wife at home, that's for sure.
Yeah, right. What can we all? So you don't feel you've had to, you know, prove more of yourself?
I think sometimes you do, and I think that there can be a little bit of commentary around, you know, shouldn't you be with your kids rather than doing what you're doing? But ultimately, I love doing what I do, and I think for me it's really important to show people that are like me, young mums, who are working full time, that they can do whatever they want. You know, we have the ability to do what we want in life, and we shouldn't let the fact that we've got, for argument's sake, 4 kiddos stop us.
Yeah, you can have it all, certainly. So to the upcoming generation, do you think they have more tools than, say, you know, perhaps we had growing up, and therefore more confidence to forge ahead in their fields?
Absolutely. I mean, there's still always challenges, but I think that how we are seeing that gender difference these days. I think we've come a long way in that sense. For me, I think demonstrating that you can be a woman within our community and do the things that I've managed to achieve. I hope that I can inspire some kids to think that they can do it too.
Right. And is there any particular advice you would give? Maybe there's a young person right now listening and thinking, I'd like to be the mayor. Like, is there any advice you can give?
Oh, firstly, do it. If that's what you want to do it. Honestly, it is the most incredible experience. I've loved every moment of being mayor as well as councillor. But don't let fear get in your way. There are always reasons why you can't or shouldn't do something. But if it's what you want to do, go for it.
Absolutely. Use fear to power you, as they say.
Absolutely.
Don't not forget everything and run, forget everything and rise.
Bang on.
Absolutely. Well, we love that you came in today for International Women's Day, so thank you. I know you're super busy. Like you said, you've got your daughter downstairs. But I'm always going to ask every time I speak to you, where are we at with changing it to Camden Alleyway?
Truly, every time we see each other, this gets brought up. I absolutely love it. Listen, I have a tree named after me, so I'm happy to look at maybe a tree.
Oh, a tree!
Or a shrub or something similar.
A little
it can be planted
shrub.
right next to the Ashleigh tree down at the Camden Town Farm if you'd like.
Mate, I'll take it. I'm taking that as a win. Yay! I'm taking that as a win. All right, well done. Well done to both of us. It really is International Women's Day, isn't it?
Sure is.
Just ruling the world. We love it, Ashleigh. Thank you so much again for coming in. And, don't be a stranger. Come around whenever you like.
Oh, I'd love that.
Have a chitty chat. So it's International Women's Day. I'm going to give you a choice of a song. What would you like to listen to?
I mean, we can't go past Run the World, right?
Oh, absolutely. And let's just do it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Good on you. Have a great day.